Boundary conditions, case 2. Conductor to dielectric boundary condition. This is the interface. Conductor to the second medium is conductor. First medium is dielectric. In this case, we have to derive the boundary conditions. The first medium is dielectric and the second medium is conductor. We derive the equation for electric field intensity as E1 T is equal to E2 T equal to E1 T equal to E2 T, and D1 N minus of D2 N is equal to rho S. From this, consider in this particular case, dielectric is medium 1 and conductor is medium 2. Here, as the conductor is medium 2, E2T is equal to 0. E2T is equal to 0, which means E1T is also 0 because E1T is equal to E2T. So, D1T is also equal to 0, which means D1T is also 0 because D equal to epsilon E. So D1T is also 0. D1N is equal to epsilon 1 E1N is equal to rho S because D2N equal to 0. D2N equal to 0. We know that E2 equal to 0, that means D2 equal to 0. So D2N is also 0. Actually the equation is D1N minus D2N equal to rho S. So D2N equal to 0 gives D1N equal to epsilon 1 E1N because D is always epsilon E. So first medium epsilon 1 E1N which is equal to rho S. So this gives D1 equal to epsilon 1 E1 which is rho S into AN. Then case 3. Case 3 is having conductor as medium 2. And dielectric as free space as medium 1. Free space as medium 1. So the same conditions here also. ET is equal to tangential components are 0 and D1 is equal to epsilon 0 E1 is equal to rho S AN. The only difference between case 2 and case 3 is that here epsilon naught, epsilon R, free space epsilon R equal to 1, free space epsilon R equal to 1, D1 equal to D1 is equal to epsilon naught E1 which is rho S AN. D1 is equal to epsilon naught E1 is equal to rho S AN. and Et equal to dt equal to 0. So these two are the conditions for conductor and free space boundary conditions, case 3. Next topic I am going to cover is about polarization. Polarization in dielectrics. Polarization in dielectrics. So consider an atom of a dielectric consisting of negative charge minus Q. So I am representing the negative charge and a positive charge of plus Q, which is the nucleus. Here I am applying an electric field in this direction. So the negative charge will align in this point and the positive charge in this point. This can be treated as a dielectric of two equal and opposite charges of two equal. So this is equal to two equal and opposite charges plus and minus, which is separated by a small distance. We call this as dipole. So there will be numerous dipoles in this atom. So this is represented as the field effect in dielectrics. When an electric field E is applied, the positive charge is displaced in the direction of V and the negative charge is displaced in the opposite direction. A dipole results and the dielectric is said to be polarized. So we are denoting a new term, which is dipole moment. Dipole moment is equal to, dipole moment is represented by small letter p, which is equal to one of the charges into distance between the charges. If there are n dipoles in a volume delta V, so the total dipole moment is equal to sigma of k equal to 1 to n q1 d1 plus q2 d2 qn dn. This can be again represented by sigma of k equal to 1 to n qk dk. From this we are representing a new term, capital P, which is termed as polarization, and the unit is in coulomb per meter square. So this is defined as the dipole moment per unit volume as the volume tends to 0. I am defining this polarization P by limit of delta V tending to 0, sigma of k equal to 1 to n qk dk by P equal to limit of delta V tending to 0, sigma of k equal to 1 to n qk dk by delta V by delta V. So D is equal to epsilon naught E plus P. So this polarization causes an increase in the electric flux density vector. So P is equal to chi E into epsilon 0 E. So D equal to epsilon 0 into 1 plus chi E E, which is 1 plus chi E is epsilon R. So epsilon naught epsilon R E, which is epsilon E. So relative permittivity or dielectric constant epsilon R is the ratio of permittivity of dielectric to that of free space. We know that the relative permittivity or epsilon R is the ratio of permittivity of the dielectric to that of free space. So epsilon equal to epsilon naught epsilon R, and dielectric strength is the maximum electric field. New term dielectric strength. It is the maximum electric field that a dielectric can withstand without breakdown.